Your Excellency, the President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Honourable Minister of Infrastructure, Communication and Transport, Honourable Minister of Tourism and Handicrafts, ladies, gentlemen, distinguished guests and captains of industry, all protocol observed. On behalf of the Aviadev team, welcome to the Spice Island of Zanzibar. Karibuni sana. It is my immense pleasure to be standing here today and welcoming you to what is now the 9th edition of Aviadev Africa. Since our previous edition last June in Namibia, progress has been made in the industry, but challenges remain. And it's those that we are gathered together to solve today and tomorrow through the meetings and all the networking that's happening. Not just to discuss, but to find a solution. Load factors are rising across the region, narrow industry profits are forecast, and new routes have been announced and launched in those 12 months, many of which had their genesis at maybe a meeting at Aviadev, and we're really happy about that. However, we've got a huge amount to achieve, and I'm confident that the audience that we've assembled here, which is just incredible, we are overwhelmed by the participation, will ensure that you all leave with new opportunities, new friendships, and a feeling of optimism and pride that we work in such a wonderful industry. And I'm so delighted to call so many of you my friends and colleagues, so thank you all for being here. We have retained Aviadev's unique event format, so we're blending content with networking, and it's really heartening to see so many people coming back for another event. We have people who've been to all 9 events here. Next year, of course, will be our 10th birthday, but we do, of course, extend the warmest of welcomes to all of those first-time delegates, so welcome to the Aviadev family. Now, we wouldn't be here today without our amazing hosts. So I would like to thank our gracious host, the Zanzibar Airports Authority, led by DG Saif Juma, who you will hear from shortly, and the Zanzibar Commission for Tourism, led by Arif Abbas Manji, who you heard from yesterday. The process of hosting Aviadev, for anybody interested, it actually began 2 years ago. We had a meeting in Nairobi in 2023, June 2023, and the team said they were interested in hosting the event. They were then selected through a rigorous competitive process. That's how we do it. And anybody who is interested in hosting, we actually have next year locked and loaded. That will be announced tomorrow. We're keeping it under wraps. But if you are interested for 2027, we won't start that process till September. So don't grab me today. You don't need to. We've got plenty of time to work on that. The team from Zanzibar Airports Authority have been amazing, and they've been attending Aviadev for a few years. You've obviously already experienced the warm hospitality. It was heartening to see how many of you had come early or are staying late as well. So, yeah, we're going to ask you about that shortly. most importantly as well, the island has huge plans and huge opportunities for investment and sustainable development, and you're going to hear about that shortly through the speeches, the welcome speeches. Last night, we hosted our opening networking reception at the Beach House. What a location for a sundowner and a catch-up. A massive thank you to Donata and Emirates Leisure Retail partners here on Terminal 3. You should have, everybody who attended, got one of these bracelets. When you leave through Terminal 3, if you show this at any of the retail outlets, they'll give you a generous discount. That's what Paul told me from ELR. But yeah, massive round of applause for Donata and ELR for last night. I'm sure many of you afterwards or beforehand got a chance to take part in the tours, or you had a wander around and you saw Forodani, where I survived the jump off. So I'm not sure I'd necessarily recommend it. Make sure you check your travel insurance first. So for tonight, I'll tell you about that first. Tonight we are heading north. We're heading to the stunning Seacliff Resort, and our kind hosts for the evening are Puma Energy. We've got an amazing experience waiting for you. There'll be live cooking, there's a band, it's very sort of casual as well, so please dress accordingly. We are on the island. Now, it's very important for me to stress this. Buses will depart from here at 1800 hours, and we are doing it as 20 buses in one go with a police escort, okay? So if you choose not to do that and make your own way, it can take a long time, but it's about 40 minutes on the bus, police escort, and we'll be leaving at 6 o'clock once the meetings have finished. Okay, now we do this every year. We want to play with some tech, and we want to keep you involved throughout the day. So I'd like you to scan the QR code or go to slido.com, and we'll leave this up just for a second, but we're going to ask you a question, which we're going to show shortly. You will see that about how many times you've been to Zanzibar, because I think this will be very interesting for Your Excellency. So scan the QR code, take part in that, and we'll show the results shortly. So throughout the next 2 days, we will be running those interactive polls through the panels to gain sentiment, to get an idea of what you guys think, and we did that yesterday as well through the tourism event. Whilst you're submitting your responses, I want to take this opportunity to recognise the amazing sponsors who you can see on the screen. We genuinely couldn't do it without them. We're not an association, so their support over the years, and there's so many repeat sponsors, has just been incredible. So our platinums, our golds, and our silvers, they're too many to mention by name, but it's just amazing. And it's actually not just a commitment to AviaDev, it's a commitment to Africa and to African aviation. So many international and regional and domestic brands being interested and supporting the industry. We also have a record airport turnout this year, with many joining as exhibitors. You'll see their stands, which will be transformed this afternoon when we do the meetings. So we've never had so many of those, and then all of these attending airports as well. And I think we counted it's over 50 different nationalities are represented at the event this year, coming from many different places. Thanks also to our official carriers for 2025. Many of you will have used their services to arrive here. We thank you for your partnership and support in getting everybody here and connecting Zanzibar and the region both to Africa and the world as well. Talking of airlines, I am delighted to report that this year we have a record airline attendance. Last year we had 36 airlines. This year we have 48 airlines represented. And even more exciting, that's 110 airline delegates from a constituency of 500, which I think is a really amazing testament that there is value here for the airlines in those conversations. Thank you. So can we now show the results of the poll, please, for those who took part? We're just going to give you a bit of sentiment as to who's here. So, excellent news. You've got a lot of first-time visitors, Your Excellency. Great for tourism. And yeah, you will get a post-event survey as well, where we'll ask you about how long you stayed for and all those kind of things, so please do take part in that. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of being on this stage. We transformed it, and we delivered the Tourism and Aviation Connectivity Forum. We did this last year as a workshop, and we got about 80 delegates, and we had no idea really what we were going to get this year, but we set up for 150, and 350 delegates showed up. So it was an incredible day, really, really good. Thank you, Arif, for helping us for that. Because it's one of the first times we've had both an airport authority and a commission for tourism together as hosts, we wanted to make sure we delivered a bespoke session for tourism. So what we then the other thing that we did yesterday as well is we did an outreach event. So there was about 30 of our delegates that visited the Karume Institute of Science and Technology. So that's a training institution training maintenance aircraft engineers. And we had a load of our participants go down there, engage with the students. And this is the support that we're going to offer through our charity run as well. And we'll be presenting them with a check tomorrow. So yeah, amazing, and thank you to my team for making that work. And these are amazing pictures as well. Some of you maybe don't even know about this. So ahead of AviaDev, we bring some of the airlines that are most potentially important to Zanzibar, and we give them a VIP experience. We took them to the East Coast, we took them to Lemus and beautiful hotel, and the Rock restaurant, which is an iconic Instagrammable location, and we had a special secret guest of honor, which was Mr. Lamborghini himself, that you can see in the top with Namshla from Airlink. So an absolutely incredible day from what I heard. We were in here busy building everything, but it looked incredible. So yeah, thank you for putting that together as well, team, from here as well. Okay, and I can't stress enough that this entire program is created by these people. So I don't sit in isolation and come up with the program topics. We get together through the year. We met in December, and then for a central meeting, and then after that I engage on an individual basis to build the program out. So there is a real variety here represented: airlines, airports, destinations, obviously local stakeholders here as well. So a massive round of applause for our advisory board who've put this program together. Fantastic. Okay. So our agenda, as I said, has been devised over the last few months, and what I would like to say is just tell you a little bit more about, obviously, the team that you'll see around with the badges. They'll be identified that way. So what we've got is we've assembled a real plethora of people here. So the full-time people who actually put this event together, there is actually still only two of us, me and Marla. Marla actually has a second job as well, that's it. Everybody else you see here has volunteered their time and energy to come here. We have people who've traveled from within Africa and outside as well. And we also have our two amazing new ambassadors who you will hear from in the program, from KIST, Ishaka and Marilyn. Make sure you say hello to them. But yeah, they're here to help you, so, and I'm sure they have already, but yes, thank you team, it will be an amazing, we've already been amazing, but yeah, thank you so much. So that is it from me. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our first speaker to take the stage and welcome you to Zanzibar. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Saif Juma, who is the Director General of Zanzibar Airports Authority, to the stage. Saif, please join me.
Our guest of honor, Your Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, the President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Professional Council, Honorable Minister for Infrastructure, Communication and Transport, Dr. Khalid Saleh Mohammed, Honorable Minister of Tourism and Heritage, Mr. Mudrik Suraga, Engineer Zena, Chief Secretary of the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, Honorable Idrissa Kitwana, the Regional Commissioner for Urban West, Dr. Habiba Hassan Omar, Principal Secretary, Minister of Infrastructure, Communication and Transport, Captain Mgeni Ali, Board Chairman, Zanzibar Airport Authority, Mr. Arif Abbas Manji, Executive Secretary, Zanzibar Commission for Tourism, and my fellow co-host, Mr. John Holland, CEO AviaDev, official from the government of Tanzania and Zanzibar, industry leaders, private sector representatives, distinguished delegates, member of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Zanzibar, the land of history, harmony, and hospitality. On behalf of Zanzibar Airports Authority, I thank you all for being here with us today. For Zanzibar, aviation is more than a mode of transport. It is lifeline for our economy, for our people, and for our future. It connects us to the global market, drives our tourism industry, support trade, generate employment, and open up opportunities. For the past 5 years, we worked really hard to modernize and expand our aviation sector in Zanzibar. In 2021, we opened our new Terminal 3 at Abeid Amani Karume International Airport, a facility now serving over 1.6 million passengers. In 2022, we transformed our food and beverage offering through our collaboration with Emirate Leisure Retail. And in 2023, we were honored as the world's best airport for food and beverage transformation. The same year, we received the Airport Council International Award for the best African airport under 2 million passengers. This year, we are proud to be among 10 finalists for the Casual Dining Restaurant Award, competing globally. But our journey doesn't stop there. At Abeid Amani Karume International Airport, Terminal 2 is now in its final stage of construction, while rehabilitation and extension of Terminal 1, dedicated for VVIP, VIPs, CIPs, private jet operation, will be completed within the next 2 months. Behind Terminal 3, we have developed a new business center, housing airlines offices, banks, restaurant, and 24 hours retail shops, ensuring comprehensive support for both travelers and operators. And in this year, we'll start 2 major projects, including construction of new domestic terminal and a new apron, aiming at increasing airport capacity. In the north of Zanzibar, the Nungu airstrip is now operational for domestic flights and has become a hub for skydiving and parachute jumping, enriching Zanzibar's adventure tourism offering. The airstrip will be upgraded to handle regional and international flights starting this financial year. And in Pemba, another sister island, we are upgrading the airport to handle international flight by 2028. These projects represent our commitment to support both current and future demand, ensuring that Zanzibar remains ready for the next wave of growth in global connectivity. As I conclude, allow me to leave you with this one thought. It was once believed that the big defeat the slow, the big defeat the small, but we have come to realize it is the fast that defeat the slow. With your support, Zanzibar can be fast enough, bold enough to lead the future aviation in Africa. We may be small, but we are determined and we are ready. If I can repeat, we may be small, but we are determined and we are ready. To all of you, to our Aviadev team, I extend my sincere appreciation for choosing Zanzibar to be the host to this important gathering. As we all know, and as John said, it was a result of tough competition across Africa. Finally, to investors, Zanzibar is open for business. To airline, we welcome you to connect with us and grow with us. To all partners, we are here to work together, build together, and succeed together. Thank you very much, and once again, welcome to Zanzibar.
Many thanks, Saif, for those warm words of welcome and a call to arms. It was excellent. And a personal thank you from me for your support and friendship over the last couple of years. It's been a real journey and wonderful to see all this coming together. So I'd like to now invite the Honourable Minister of Infrastructure, Communication and Transport to join us and provide his opening remarks.
Excellency Dr. Hussein Mwinyi, President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Minister of Tourism and Heritage, Mr. Modric Soraga, Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers here present, Chief Secretary, Engineer Zena Ahmed Said, Regional Commissioner for Urban West Region, Mr. Idrissa Kitwana Mustafa, Principal Secretaries and Deputy Principal Secretaries here present, Director General for Zanzibar Airport Authority, Mr. Saif Abdullah Juma, Executive Secretary of Zanzibar Tourism Commission, Mr. Arif Abbasmanji, CEO of Aviadev, Mr. John Howell, distinguished members, representative of the aviation and tourism sectors, international delegates, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First of all, let me express our heartfelt appreciation to the Aviadev for their decision to organize this important conference here in Zanzibar, Tanzania. We commend and recognize collaborative efforts made in the realization of this important event. It is no doubt that Aviadev team worked tirelessly, hand in hand, with the Zanzibar Tourism Commission and Zanzibar Airport authorities and other stakeholders to make this event a resounding success. Secondly, please allow me to welcome all delegates to Zanzibar and to this 2025 Aviadev Africa Conference. On behalf of the Ministry of Infrastructure, Communication and Transport, we are truly proud to receive all our guests in these beautiful islands of Zanzibar, where tradition meets opportunity and where the future of African aviation and tourism is being shaped. Your presence affirms the growing significance of aviation and Africa economic transformation and recognition of Zanzibar's emerging role as a regional hub for tourism, trade, and investment. Distinguished delegates, transport being a strategic pillar in socio-economic development, Zanzibar is working hard to create a seamless, multimodal transport ecosystem that connects air, sea, and land infrastructure to enhance national productivity, inclusivity, and resilience under the umbrella of our national development frameworks. Our transport policy is also aligned to improve airport facilities to be able to handle growing air traffic in an effective and efficient manner and provide excellent passengers experience. We are also improving and upgrading our road networks both in urban and rural areas, to ensure last-mile access to tourism, industrial, and agricultural zones. As you can see, there is massive upgrading of roads. In urban area, you could see a lot of construction work going on, but this also extends in rural areas and in the sister island of Pemba. We are also keen to develop our port infrastructure, including ferry terminals and cargo handling systems, to link air and maritime logistics and under one coordinated platform. Obviously, this integrated approach is essential to unlocking Zanzibar's full potential as a competitive investment destination and a smart island economy. Our vision is very clear. That is to position Zanzibar as a leading aviation and logistic hub in the Indian Ocean. To achieve this, the government is focusing on several initiatives, which include deepening air service agreements with the new and exciting airline partners, international, regional, and domestic, but also supporting route development strategies, targeting underserved African cities and international gateways. But also, we are working hard to enhance our regulatory frameworks to comply with the ICAO and the IATA safety and service standards. And also, we attract charter, scheduled, and long-haul services that diversify our tourism source market and strengthen intra-Africa air travel. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, in ensuring sustainable and inclusive growth of the aviation and tourism sector, our transport and tourism policy provide for empowering our youth and women through skills development and capacity building in aviation, tourism, logistics, technology, and in promoting green airport practices, energy efficiency, and climate adaptation. In line to this, we are fully committed to forge and leverage partnership with all key players in shaping the future of the air transport industry and bring about socio-economic integration in Africa and beyond. Let all of us here be duty-bound to build a future where the African skies are open, its cities are connected, and its economies are uplifted through aviation, cooperation, and shared vision. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, I have now the honor to take this opportunity to invite the guests of honor, His Excellency the President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, to deliver his opening speech. Mr. President, welcome, please.
Honorable Dr. Khalid Salum Mohammed, Minister for Infrastructure, Communication and Transport, Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers here present, Regional Commissioner, Chief Secretary, Director General of Zanzibar Airports Authority, representatives of aviation and tourism sectors, distinguished delegates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to begin by conveying my sincere gratitude and appreciation to the organizers for giving me this opportunity to officiate in this opening ceremony of the AviaDev Africa meeting here in Zanzibar. On behalf of the government of Zanzibar, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers of Avia Day for choosing Zanzibar as the host of this prestigious meeting. Your presence here is a powerful statement to the growing recognition of Zanzibar as a rising player in aviation, tourism, and investment in Africa. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to Zanzibar. We are deeply honored to host you and to share with you the incredible journey that Zanzibar has embarked upon in transforming its aviation and tourism landscape. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, aviation and tourism are two of the most dynamic and interlinked sectors in Zanzibar's economy. Tourism accounts for 30% of our GDP and is one of the most significant sources of employment and foreign exchange earnings. The aviation sector is the backbone that supports this industry. In recent years, we have witnessed tremendous growth in tourism, thanks in part to the global visibility brought by the Royal Tour Initiative, led by Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania. This visionary promotion showcased Tanzania's beauty, including the cultural and heritage richness of Zanzibar to the world, reinvigorating the sector after the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Zanzibar, we have seen a record increase in tourist arrival, hotel investments, and interest from international airlines. This progress is a clear indication that Zanzibar is open for business. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the central role of aviation in economic transformation, the government of Zanzibar has made the development of modern airport infrastructure a top priority. We have taken a number of initiatives in improving our airport infrastructure, which include the expansion of Abedi Amani Karume International Airport, as was said by the Director General of ZAA, with upgraded terminals and enhanced air navigation facilities, and the construction of a new airport in Pemba. This will unlock the tourism and trade potential of the island of Pemba, improve regional connectivity, and open up new investment opportunities. We also plan to improve our transport logistics, enhance safety compliance, and adopt green technologies to ensure our aviation sector is sustainable and climate resilient. These developments are part of our broader vision to make Zanzibar a regional aviation and tourism hub in the Indian Ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, to support these efforts, our government continues to create an enabling environment for both local and international investors. We are doing this through improving aviation governance and regulations, encouraging private sector participation through public-private partnership, strengthening our cooperation with international aviation bodies and African air carriers, and promoting Zanzibar as an air-connected tourism destination linked to the global market. Zanzibar today offers a unique blend of business friendliness, rich culture, natural beauty, and strategic location. With robust reforms, improved infrastructure, and stable political environment, we are truly ready for takeoff. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as you deliberate on critical issues shaping the future of aviation and tourism in Africa, I encourage you to also experience the magic of Zanzibar. From the historic stone town to our pristine beaches, spice farms, and vibrant Swahili culture. Zanzibar is not just a destination, it is an experience. Let us work together to build a more connected, resilient, and prosperous African aviation landscape. With these remarks, I now officially declare the Aviary of Africa meeting in Zanzibar open. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of Referential Council. My name is Mulhat Yusuf Said. I'm the head of PR. Your Excellency, with your permission, we request for you to take 3 commemorative photos. The first one will be the high table, the second one will be the high table and the principal secretaries that are here and the ministers, and the last one will be the high table and the committee that has done a tremendous work. With your permission, please allow me to call upon the members involved in the first photo while our team assisting in bringing up the chairs onto the stage. Thank you. Brass band. Your Excellency, please allow me to call upon on the high table leading by yourself on the stage. That are here. Your Excellency, this committee is a collaboration between Zanzibar Airport Authority and Zanzibar Commission for Tourism. With that, now we respectfully allow you and your delegation to take your leave. Thank you so much.